Hello everybody, True Marvis here. Welcome to another True Plays. This is a game called Andromeda Survivor. It is published by Eiffel Games, developed by DevDum and Allo Games. It came out on the 19th of September 2024 and is priced at £4.19. Now this game is also available on Xbox and the Windows Store. It's what call a stack if you're going for achievements. Each game is worth 1,000 gamer score from the get-go, and there is also a title update which gives you an extra 1,000 gamer score as well. Just going to jump in. We're going to have a quick play of the game just to give you a gist of it. I have played the other version of the game as well, expecting this to be almost identical. So we have different spaceships which you need to unlock here. So we can it's just a red spaceship. Got upgrades which are there. See, you need currency to unlock those. Each one has either 2 or 3 levels of power up to them, so you can upgrade some of them multiple times. Go backwards then, and these are the missions, which I think these are the same as the achievements. Let me just check. Actually, they might not be. It might be different to the achievements. I think they are different to the achievements. Let's give you a gist of it. So, left stick controls your ship, right stick rotates it. So, imagine it kind of like asteroids, but you have direct control over the ship rather than having to thrust. That's the best way I can describe it. But then cross it with an auto shooter. And some of you may be thinking, what's an auto shooter? Because it's quite a new genre of game. It's basically the first auto shooter, or the most well-known auto shooter, is Vampire Survivors, where you don't actually fire the weapon yourself. The weapon fires by its own accord. On this occasion, though, we do actually have some aim of the weapon as well. We're going to be popping achievements like crazy. That's what happens in these games that you have 2,000 gamer score in. So whilst the upgrades outside the game, which I showed you, were permanent upgrades, so you will start the run with those upgrades. These are just upgrades for the run that you're doing at the moment. So when you die, you lose all these. So yeah, and the key to it is you just try and survive as much as you can. More and more increasingly difficult enemies. Need a bit more oomph on his firepower, don't we? So we're going to get more. That 10 there is for reroll. You can reroll your weapons, but we're going to get more cannons. Oh, firing 2 shots now instead of 1. One thing that I can't switch my head off from is at times I'm thinking the coins that are zooming towards me to be collected are actual bullets. So I'm kind of like trying to dodge the coins. Obviously, it's a thankless task because the coins will eventually home in on you anyway. But it's just that sometimes my mind just thinks, it's coming to get me, and I try and dodge it. But I love auto shooters. It's a new genre of game that's come out, and they're just fun. just fun building a build. We'll get missiles. There's some missiles firing off now as well. It is pretty brutal, this game, though. It's the relentlessness of the things firing at you and the asteroids all the time. I mean, I'm taking damage quite a lot here, and I'm probably going to fall pretty quickly. But the key to these games is your permanent upgrades. Your first handful of runs will not be very successful at all. You need to get that health boosted and the defensive boosted, and and start off with a little leg up on what you would normally start off with, and then you'll then notice you'll start to make progress, and you can actually get to the kind of end game situation. And because as you can see, there's a timer counting down there. Get to the end game situation and come up with a build that will be indestructible. That's the plan. Dispatch the bosses that the game throws at you. You can see we're unlocking achievements like absolutely crazy here. I have played through the Microsoft Store version as well, and I can say it's identical in every single way. If you do prefer to play on a PC, then that option is available to you. If you want to play it on your Xbox, then that option is available to you as well. If you want to get the achievements on both, then again, that option is available to you. Just noticed the music volume is very low. That's probably why. You can actually turn auto shoot off as well. I didn't actually discover that on the Windows version. I don't know why you'd want to do that. Yeah, the music is very subtle. When taking damage creates a shockwave. Yeah, let's have that. See at the top left of the screen there, that's the power-up slot. So you only can have a certain amount of skills, so do be careful picking what you want, because you will max out on what you can have. And obviously middle is his XP bar. One thing I was never too sure about, because obviously I'm paying attention to the action that's on the screen rather than the counters, is see the death counter up there? 450. So I've killed 450 enemies. What's the 45? 5 of the 4, now the 46 is. I think it's the amount of hits I've taken. That's what I think it is, but I'm not 100% sure. So I took a hit there and it didn't go up. I don't know what it is. I played this twice now and I still don't know what it is. Bit crazy now. We're gonna die! Woo! Okay, so if we go back to the menu and we go to upgrades, now have some currency. So start off with some stuff. Let's start off with do you know what? I'm going to save up for the XP boost, because my motto with XP boosts is if there's an XP boost available in a game, that's the first skill you should get, so you 100% benefit from that, because obviously the quicker you get that, the quicker you level up. So we're not going to do that. Just going to look at the missions here. These are for unlocking things then. That's what they were for. Alright. Have another go. I'm just going to see if I can get hit, just to see if that does go. Now, I don't know what it's for. Piece of ships. Okay. That went up when I killed a ship. Okay, so it looks like the 20... I figured it out then. So the 23 is the asteroids, and the 2 is the actual ships that I'm killing. Why you need a separate counter for each, I'm not entirely sure, but it's... I suppose it's a way to tally up what you've done. Yeah, my ass handed to me, this go. So yeah, I like my auto shooters. And this is a decent example of one of them. It's not the best, it's not the best by any means, but it's definitely one of the better ones. The fact that it's worth 2,000 gamer score is a bonus, and Faithful Games, I believe, do add more gamer score as well, so there's probably more gamer score to come to this title as well. So if you are an achievement hunter and you're looking for, you know, a game that's going to be worth more gamer score in the future, this is probably one you should check out. And obviously there's both versions as well available to you. And as I say, having played both the versions of the game now, excuse me, I can easily say both versions run exactly the same. Yeah, that's definitely that. So the bigger number, the number to the left of the kill count is asteroids. Number to the right of the kill count is ships. Next that went up to 3. No XP boost up, that'll do. Do I get the XP for... See, because I'm paying attention to what's going on screen, so... Do I get XP for picking up the... Yeah, this is the ball you get. It's not for the actual kill. It's for picking up the actual orb that comes to you. But I mean, if you're looking for a cheap auto shooter, you can't really go wrong with this. It's cheap and it's good. So I mean, perfect combination. Excuse me. Frog in my throat. Every now and then I do get that thought of that the XP orbs are an actual missile going to do me harm. I need to get out of that mindset. Because what that's doing is actually putting me into predicaments rather than getting me out of them. But that's a me problem. I need to think more what I'm doing. But yeah, that's the only thing I can really level at this game. That I would change is the XP orbs to not look like bullets. But that might just be a me thing. That might be a me thing. $317. I still haven't got enough. Excuse me. So eventually, with getting the permanent upgrades, and then combined with the upgrades you get on the runs, you will get through the 15 minutes and be able to tackle whatever the game throws at you at the end game. I must admit, I've not got there myself as of yet, because I haven't played either version for any real significant amount of time. Like the Microsoft Store version for about half an hour, and we're racking up to about 20 minutes on this version of the game here. But yeah, that's the only thing I would really change. These I mean, they seem to drag into you wherever you are on the level anyway. So for me, why do we need? Didn't we just award the XP? Rather than us having to collect it? Because I mean, it appears that if I'm at one side of the level to the other, that they home in regardless. So if they need to exist, then it wouldn't cause the confusion then. As I say, the confusion might just be me, but I feel if a round small object is coming towards me in a spaceship game, then it's normally a bullet wanting to do me harm. Years of playing shoot 'em ups has kind of taught me that. And if you're gonna get them regardless of where you are on the screen, why did he need to home in on you? Just award the player the XP rather than having them there. Maybe, or maybe if they have to be there, an option to make them invisible or less intrusive or something. I don't know. That's the only change I would make. That's the only criticism. Otherwise, it's it's what I want from an auto shooter. Ooh, we got spinny balls. First time we've had those. Sorry about this frog in my throat, guys. It's always the same. You start recording and your throat goes dry and yeah. Fate conspires against you sometimes. Let's get a hit point boost. So we want to really get to spaceships taking one hit. Two of a heart. It's a heart. I think we can boost how much the heals give us as well, so that'll be a good one. Maybe a bit of iframes as well. Maybe that could be another little bit of critique there. The iframe is pretty much non-existent. And we're dead, right? We must have enough for the XP upgrade now. A boring upgrade, but yeah, I don't see what this power up's gonna do, because it seems to suck in from the entire length of the screen anyhow. I don't get what that's gonna do. Or it is there, I guess. So that's a permanent upgrade that we've got now. Permanent 10% more XP. I'm gonna see if I can shoot something from. If I do that, yeah, look, it homes in from the other side of the level. So what does the 100% XP range pickup thing do? I don't. Maybe it just picks up. Maybe it just collects closer to my ship or further away from my ship. At the moment, it's got to fly right into the actual body of the ship, hasn't it? So maybe it increases the radius, maybe, so it just gets within like an inch of the ship, and it'll say it's collected. Possibly, I don't know. It's probably low on the agenda of me upgrading. I'll tell you that much. There's plenty of other things I want to upgrade before that. One thing I'm not clear on as well is how coins are earned. Is it actually the ing with the XP orbs, or is it from the actual kills themselves? I'm not entirely sure. Because the only time we get to see his currency count is when we've leveled up. I mean, it's obviously counting for something, isn't it? It's probably the XP orbs, maybe. I don't know. So I've got 72 coins there. 90% range to collect experience when you level up. It generates a shot. I guess melee damage means collision damage, so if you collide into something, you're going to cause more damage. Obviously, colliding into stuff is probably not a good thing to do, because you're going to take damage yourself, but if it is something that happens, you want to be doing as much damage to the thing you're colliding into as possible, don't you, I guess, so... I have to keep trying to remember that you can screen wrap. Taking damage. A lot of ships now. Oh, see, there's the non-existent iframes. And we're dead. Plus 81, 181 coins. See, it's like you get the coins at the end of the game. I think it's probably based on your score. Starts with different weapons. Reload vampire, that could be good. Got damage when it passes through an enemy, that could be good. Don't get that at all. Shield, self-explanatory. Power all damage 5%, that could be good one to get. Damage, space eyes don't know what they are yet. Laser beams don't know what they are yet. Burn damage, gravity. Have one more go. I'm having fun with it, that's why I want one more go. So just go over it one more time. Andromeda Survivors by A4 Games, published by A4 Games. It is a Windows version or Microsoft Store version, and a Microsoft Store version and an Xbox version of the game. They both play identical to one another, and you can get them for £4.19 each on the store. They each carry their own achievement list, and they both currently worth 2,000 gamer score at the present time, with possibly more gamer score to come. Don't hold me to that if it doesn't happen. But the likelihood, if you increase your game to 2,000, you're probably going to increase it up to the maximum 5. But we'll obviously have to wait and see what A4 do. But yeah, once again, we have a auto shooter. Best described as asteroids, where you have direct control rather than having to thrust around all over the place, so it makes it quite a lot easier to navigate. And as with kind of most auto shooters, you gain XP, then you can choose between a number of skills to either give you new skills or increase the skills that you already have. We've got a timer. We're to survive for that amount of time, and then something happens. I can't comment on what the something is because I've not reached the end yet. Whether the game will just end, or whether we'll have some kind of boss encounter, or like a Vampire Survivors thing, we get a Grim Reaper or something that just annihilates you just to bring an end to your run. Something like that may actually happen. I don't know. Well, you have to buy the game and find out for yourself, because it's going to require a good number of runs, boosting your permanent upgrades and boosting your temporary upgrades to get to that point. So the only two issues I have with the game is I don't see the point of these XP orbs. They look like bullets, so at times my mind tells me to dodge them, and that puts me into predicaments and actually makes me take damage off an actual bullet. They seem to attract you from all over the map, even if you're at the most extreme distance from them. So if that's going to be the case, then they may as well just automatically get added to your XP bar rather than exist at all. So I just don't see the point of them whatsoever. And the only other issue is there's literally non-existent iframes, so you can take multiple damage very quickly and get annihilated very quickly if you get hit by a number of shots. Like at the moment there's those 3 shots right next to me. Possible I could have got hit by all 3 of those because of the lack of iframes. But that's the only things I would change in it. Give us some iframes and get rid of the XP orbs and just let them add to his XP bar when we kill something. Or make them invisible. I just don't think they serve any purpose. They're just cluttering the screen up. There's enough things to be dodging on this screen as it is without millions of little XP orbs flying towards you. But that's just my opinion. That's just my thoughts. Other than that, there's nothing else wrong with this in my opinion. Good. Cheap. Oh, sure. Concentrating for a bit. Only 1 permanent upgrade so far, and that's extra XP, so we're still kind of playing this on default, really, near enough. Yeah, I'm gonna have fun with this when I settle down to play this properly. And we're dead again. Right, so that'll be it for me, guys, on this one. I can highly recommend Andromeda Survivor on whichever format you buy it on. It is out now, priced at £4.19 on Xbox and the Microsoft Store. And thank you to A4 Games for providing the code for the game. See you in the next one.